Hi, welcome back. Now in this session we'll discuss what are ranges, and the second thing is we'll discuss a command go to special, which is in the home group. This particular command is used to identify specific cells. So if your cells have formula and you want to identify all such cells in an Excel file, then you can use go to special. If it has some comments inserted and you want to identify all the cells which have comments inserted, then you can use this. So, right, first of all, what is a range? A range is basically a group of cells. So, this can be a range. Even this can be a range. This entire thing can be a range. When all the cells are together, it's called as a contiguous range. But when the cells are not together, then it's called as a non-contiguous range. So if I've got this cell, I've got this cell, I've got this, and this. If this is my data, then this is a non-contiguous range. But if all of my cells are together, it's a contiguous range. Now, usually when we want to move data from one cell to another, we do a cut and paste. So if I want to move data from G2 to I2, I will go to G2, I will do a cut, I will go to I2 and I will do a paste. Let's do an Control Z now. But what if I don't want to do a cut? I can similarly go to this particular cell, and right now you can see that there are arrows, black arrows which you can see. Select the cell by just doing a left click and then drag it over to I2. This is how also you can move your cells. Similarly, you can move an entire range also. Let's do a undo again. Let's say I want to move this group of cells from here to here. So I'll just select the entire thing. I'll go over it at the corner of it so that the black arrows appear. Do my left click and then just drag the entire thing with the left click pressed. And then just let go of the left click and you can see that you've been able to move your cells. Now, before we move on to the go to command, we'll discuss find options and we'll discuss the replace option. Now, supposedly I want to find a particular name. Uh, I've got around 50 employees over here and I want to search for one particular name. Let's go to find and select and I click on find. Let's say I want to search if there is any Ben in the list. So I write the name and I click on find next. So because there was no Ben in this list, Excel says we couldn't find what you were looking for. Let's click on OK. Let's look for some other name. Let's look for Nia. Find next. Excel immediately takes me to cell A6 where Nia is present. Let's look at options. Now over here, what Excel is telling me is that where do I want to find Nia? Do I want to find Nia in this particular Excel file only, in this particular tab only? If I select the entire workbook, Excel will look for Nia in the entire workbook. Let's see if we've got Nia. We've got one more Nia over here in the email address. We've got Nia in another data set. So we've got 3 or 4 different tabs where Nia is present. But if I just select worksheet, Excel will only give me these addresses. Excel will not take the cursor to other data sets where Nia is present. Okay. Now supposedly while entering data, I mistakenly entered Ken instead of Ben. So what I can do is, first of all, I need to find out if there is any Ken. Yes, so Ken is here. Luckily, we've got just 2 instances where Ken is appearing. But what if we had huge data set and Ken was appearing say 50 times? You will not go to each of these cells manually and change Ken to Ben. So for that, again we go to find and select, we click on replace. Now over here, I want to replace Ken with Ben, but only in this worksheet. I don't want it to be done in the entire workbook. And I click on find next. So yeah, right now it is giving me two appearances. Let's use replace all. Excel gives me a prompt, all done, we made two replacements. And I just do a close. So this is how you can use the find and replace commands. Now let's look at the go to special. At times you would want to identify all the cells, say which have comments in them. So rather than going through the whole data set on your own, you would go to special and click on comments and then just do an OK. So what Excel will automatically do is Excel will automatically highlight all the cells which have a comment present in them. Let's look at other functionalities. So if I want to find out constants, by constants I mean values which do not change, which are not formula based. So Excel basically highlights the entire dataset because this is a constant apart from two which are formula driven. Let's look at the other options. Let's say I want to identify the cells which have formulas in them now. Now Excel is highlighting only those two cells which have a formula in them. So these were some of the uses of the goto command. In a way, it helps you in quickly identifying whether there are formulas, and if there are formulas, then which all cells have those formulas rather than searching them manually. So when we move on to the next video, we'll discuss what are tables, and we'll also discuss the advantages of a table over a dataset. Thank you.